I just want to give a shout out to my pretty wife and Mona, who's been such a support. And this is we're in the midst of the 9 days, which is part of a mourning period of the 3 weeks, which culminates on the Tisha B'av, where we mourn the loss of the Beis Hamikdash. And for a long time, I struggled with this idea of mourning for the temple, and because I just imagined a building and animals getting killed, and that's, I guess, okay. But I think the greater loss, the focus, at least for me, that resonates with me, is that what does it mean to have a temple, and what was there, or what was happening, and I think the temple is just a manifestation of the amount of unity between the Jewish people and the love of God within the Jewish people. That there was enough there to get people to agree that let's come together and build a temple to worship, that where we could worship God together. And so for me, what my understanding is, when I mourn the Beis Hamikdash, I'm mourning the lack of presence of God in the world. And what does it mean, at least in a concrete way, to see someone with God's presence? I think of just happier, joyful people, and people lit from within. Thank God my mom, I think, was a person who was lit from within. And I just think of this woman in a shul I used to belong to. Her name was Ruth Danis. And there was a poise about her. And then there was a radiance about her that wasn't externally generated. It was clear to me. And she was like a strong person. Like, when I say strong, I don't mean hard or harsh. No, gentle, but grounded. And that groundedness, and there was this quiet dignity and quiet strength. And there was a sense that this person was connected. And those are images of certain images of people who come to mind. And I think so when I mourn for the loss of the temple, I'm just, there could be more of God's presence. And there was at that time among our people, or at times among our people, greater awareness of God. And may we live to see the day with apparently the third temple, when everyone in the world is going to be lit up with God. And that would be great. So the mourning, I thought, was like kind of didn't make sense to me. Now I see like, taking the time to appreciate what was lost. So what could be? What's possible? What could be? Rabbi Sokolov once told me this, that like a lot of people get up in the morning and they think that this is the way things should be. But it's like, you get up to know that, no, these aren't the way things should be. There's this pain, suffering, the injustice shouldn't be that way. And so Tisha B'av, I think, is this grand opportunity. The 3 weeks leading up to Tisha B'av, what, at least for me, becomes a question of what am I doing to block out God's presence? Just in my life, focusing on me, what am I doing to block out that presence? And it hit me this yesterday, during this mourning period. There's also, according to Jewish law, doing certain things you do, like when you, God forbid, if you lose somebody very close to you, you can't do certain things because as a sign of mourning. And so there's a lot of these practices are happening right now. For example, not doing any laundry during this period, taking showers in particular ways. There's a lot of things. And, Rabbi Auerbach points out, like, make sure when you're focusing on these, you don't lose sight of the big picture. Or the Mishnah Brewer, one of them says that. Mishnah Brewer, I think, according to this gentleman's site. But the idea that the spirit of that is teshuvah, is returning, is to come back to God. So what's been helpful to me is to be aware of energy that I generate, or that part of me is generating, that separates me from God. And I want to talk about pride. And pride is like, at least for me, the way it often manifests itself is either A, looking down on someone else, or looking down on a particular activity, like this activity isn't as high as this activity, or this isn't as high, like let's say Torah study versus doing the dishes, for example. And as if like that is also a service of God, and like as if I'm better than that, the sense that I'm better than this. I'm this great guy. And great means I'm above things. And so like that energy. But what I noticed about that energy is and those thoughts is that it usually comes with a tightness. It doesn't feel expansive in me. So what I've also found is what's not I often enter when I'm aware of that, then I get mad at myself. So I get like this tightness, and then I'm like, oh, that's pride, or that's not a good. I don't like that thought, and then I get mad, and then I get mad at the pride, and then the negativity spirals. So what's been helpful is just if I see pride, see that energy, see it, or comes into my awareness, a thought or whatever, then if I could just watch it as if I'm in a movie. Ooh, I see pride, or what up, judgmentalism, or what up, pride, and then I could just see it. It's still not pleasant. I still feel that sharpness, but I'm not stuck in it because I'm just watching it. I'm just watching it, watching pride go by like a cloud, and I can smile at it, not in a mean way. I can honor it. That like, oh, that's that part of you that you know. That's pride coming around. Like, I don't have to feed it. I don't have to fall into it. I don't have to hate it either. Because but it's my test. It's a test to love it, but not fall into it. And so, what my prayer and my hope for all of us may, as we continue these 3 weeks, continue the 9 days, continue Tisha B'av, may we be gentle on ourselves and yet courageous to keep looking in and healing whatever dark spots and bringing more light into this world, in our lives and the lives of all we touch. And may we live to see that great day when we're all lit up.